Jacksonville Real Estate. And as 2023 wraps up, I wanted to take a moment and talk about some of the biggest trends of the year. The first big trend was the lack of inventory, substantially down not only across the nation, but here in San Francisco, 20–30% depending on property type and neighborhood. It's never been a city with a lot of inventory to start with, and that lack of inventory has really been noticed. That leads us to interest rates. Part of the reason for that lack of inventory is the historically low interest rates from a few years ago, leading sellers to hold their properties because even if they don't want to live in the house, they love the mortgage that they have. So as we're looking forward to 2024 for interest rates, you've got to remember that historically speaking, we're back in the range of what money has traditionally cost, and people buying a house in the early to mid 80s would tell you that money remains incredibly cheap. So interest rates are relative, and as those 3% interest rates get further back in the rearview mirror, what does the market and buyer psychology look like going forward? San Francisco was offline for 2 weeks in August when our MLS was the victim of a cyber attack. The National Association of Realtors lost a commissions lawsuit that generated quite a lot of headlines, and their president and CEO left due to allegations around sexual harassment and a hostile workplace. Finally, here in San Francisco, 80,000, 80,000, 80,000. Everyone's been talking about 80,000 units that we're going to build by 2032 and how it's going to solve the housing crisis. And I hate to be a contrarian, but I'm going to be a contrarian. I'm going to say first, we don't even know where we would build those 80,000 units. Secondly, we've never built that many homes in San Francisco anywhere approaching that speed. What changes take place for that to happen? And finally, because we've never built that many homes in that amount of time, we've never added that many homes to the market in that short of a period, and no one has any idea what that does to prices. So there is a lot to think about as we go into 2024. I am always here to talk San Francisco real estate with you when the time is right.